What's going on, everybody? This is episode 720 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. And today I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. And I have a lot of reasons why. And it's not what you think it is. Some of you who watch or listen to the show may know why this is disappointing. But for the ones who like to hear the same old cliche about the Falcons, and you're not going to hear it here today. I am very disappointed, and I literally watched a kid have a coming out party. I've actually watched a kid grow up into possibly be one of the elite wide receivers in the NFC at least, and the team failed him. The team failed Drake London. So I'm beyond disappointed because this is not just about Drake London. You had a chance to take control of this division, run away with this division, and it's all for nothing. The playoffs start now for the Falcons. Literally, the playoffs start now. It ain't just trying to win a division. No, the Falcons are in the playoffs right now because we failed, not we, but the team, the offense, the coaching staff failed Drake London. If this is your first time here, welcome. I could be found on YouTube and Rumble, also on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. I could be found on X at VF Baller. The website is firstandframerates.com. If you want to, just basically support the show, CashApp and links to PayPal are down below. Listen, Drake London has had ups and downs throughout his early career. And it wasn't just ups and downs because, he necessarily was a bad player or he just, made like egregious mistakes. Well, I guess you can call the fumbles last season was a part of that, but okay, I'll give you that. But if you watched him this year, absolutely got away from that. He learned from that. He does not fumble the ball, unlike another prominent guy who's in his, second year. But we're not going to talk about our quarterback right now. Drake London had a coming out party against the Bucks. 10 catches for 172. He did everything he could to win this game. Young Way Cool let him down. And in some cases, I guess you could say in some cases, Desmond Ridder let him down with the safety, holding the ball too long. And I don't think Desmond Ridder had a bad game overall. I mean, the interception was a couple of guys or one person didn't block. Kyle Pitts, I think it was Kyle Pitts. He let Drake down. The injuries, that's a part of the game, but that is a letdown overall because you don't want to have injuries. You don't want your guys out. Yeah, that the football gods somewhat let him down. Some of the play calling on defense, Drake doesn't play defense, but they let him down too. And I can understand the interior defensive line was hurt too. So, like I said, part of the football gods. But you're watching a kid grow to be one of the elite receivers in the NFL. Drake London is coming. He is going to be the dude that you want to throw the ball to. A lot of people can say we need another quarterback. A lot of people say we may need somebody to complement Drake London because we have a tight end who's coming off an injury. I just don't want to, really down too many players. And I don't want to say nobody is helping. But, you had the tight end's not really helping Kyle Pitts. Couple other receivers, they were pretty absent. And to be honest with you, a lot of the receivers that we have been absent for a few weeks now. But what does that mean when you don't have a quarterback that can adequately, get the ball to the receivers? and not just because of him. Play calling is kind of weird. You got some things that are going on. Scotty Miller was not able to outrun his receiver and get the ball over the top earlier in the game. Van Jefferson has been okay, but hasn't been able to do much with him as well. Mac Hollins is injured. I mean, Drake London has been consistent since he walked onto the field. I mean, we got to give it to him. I mean, I don't know what else you can put it. Drake London had his fumbling issues late in the season last year, and a lot of people thought that was going to be the knock on Drake London, but Drake London has improved in every way. And I didn't even realize it until this Bucks game. This kid was a monster. I'm not going to go through all his stats throughout the season, but this was his coming out party. This was a game that we're supposed to win. This is a game that we're supposed to win with him being have his coming out party, and we're supposed to start taking care of this division and start to make a playoff run. And I'm dead serious when I say that. I don't have an issue with this team in general. I think the team is good enough to win you some football games and let the ball bounce your way. You can win against some of these elite opponents. Every game that the Falcons been in for since not the Buccaneers game, but since the game last year against the Bengals, they've been basically one-score games. Or it was the Dallas game. I think we played against Dallas last year, and we got blown. It was like Dallas or something. We got blown out. I know we got blown out a couple times last year, but that's the last time we haven't been in one-score games. This team is incredibly competitive, all things considered. Because a lot of people like to rag on this team. No, we don't have a quarterback. The running game is not that good without the offensive line. The offensive line is hurt. What's wrong with McGarry? Storm Norton needs to be playing. I get it. Bijan's not getting enough touches. What's up with Cordell Patterson? It's a lot of pointing fingers going on in the world of Falcon fans, and I get it. And I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but I get it. But make no mistake, this team is 6-7, and we're on the cusp of winning every single game that we're in. Even with bad quarterback, poor to average quarterback play. Even when you have your situation when Richie Grant, is on the wrong end of a play, still one-score games. And in this game, we were literally 4 yards away of winning this game. I'm not necessarily mad at this team. I think the team could be better, but I'm highly disappointed because it's one person. And I'm not saying the other players are not doing this. I'm not saying I don't want you to get it misconstrued, but it's one person that I've seen, at least in this game, and probably has been going on in other games, but we just haven't been getting the ball to him. But this kid, Drake London, is working his ass off. I haven't seen Drake London take a playoff yet since he stepped on the field. And it's extremely disappointing to see that, okay, it's time for us to be above 500. It's time for us to go out there and take care of business and be ahead of this division. And he does everything he can to outplay one of the better receivers in probably NFL history in Mike Evans. He outplays him, and the rest of the team lets him down off of a few plays. Like I said, his kicker let him down. Drake London let him down with the safety. Desmond Ridder let him down with the safety. Yeah, you could make a call about the refs, and the refs didn't call that fumble or whatever the case may be. But all in all, it was very disappointing watching this kid grow up in front of us, and nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, but somebody didn't see it and say, man, look, we need to make a play. Man, look, we need to step up. The division's on the line. The playoff run is on the line. Getting above 500 is on the line. It's really disappointing. I don't know what else to say. Is to me, I feel like this team can still backdoor it into the playoffs and probably backdoor into the division title, but a lot is going to have to be done. A lot. And I'll tell you one thing, it's not going to be because of number 5. Number 5 is going to do what he has to do to make things happen. And I didn't speak his name yet, but I think Bijan Robinson is going to be a guy that's going to be, one of those guys that try to make it happen as well. He had a pretty good game. But you watch the kid grow up on Sunday. It would have just been much better if somebody else would have noticed it. And I'm not saying nobody didn't notice it, but it would have been nice if somebody would have been there to assist him. Just a little bit more than what they did on Sunday. Playing the Panthers next. We'll see how that goes. If you like this commentary, hit the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think. 10 catches for 172, man. You can't ask for more from a kid that's literally in his second year trying to make things happen for his team. I can be found on YouTube and Rumble, also on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Boy, I tell you. You can find me on Twitter or X at VFBaller. The website is firstandframerage.com. Cash App and PayPal links are below. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.